How y'all doing? This is Rob Burnham, ATR Preacher Man RB, and this is an episode of Richard's TV 91. This time I'm doing another Christmas classics, and this time I'm reviewing The Incredibles. What The Incredibles is about Mr. Incredible, his wife Elastigirl, and their son Dash and Violet. Their son Dash, their daughter Violet, and their other son Jack Jack. And what happens is Mr. Incredible, he gets fired from his job, and he gets this message from this woman named Mirage, and she's working for Syndrome, and they hire Mr. Incredible to destroy this robot. Well, Mr. Incredible destroys the robot, and then Mr. Incredible gets called back to the island, and he gets captured. And Elastigirl goes to try to figure out where he's at, and she goes to the woman that made their super suits, and there's a homing beacon in Mr. Incredible's suit. So she uses that to track him down, and she tells Violet and Dash to watch Jack Jack. Well, they go and they track down Mr. Incredible, and then they get shot down by Syndrome, and they have to swim all the way to shore by using their powers. Well, when they get to shore, Elastigirl goes to find Mr. Incredible, and the two kids, they stay off in a cave. Well, Syndrome shoots up this rocket with a second robot to the town where the Incredibles live, and after this, Dash and Violet are being chased by Syndrome's goons because they tripped the alarm or whatever. And Elastigirl and Mr. Terrific is fighting from inside Syndrome's, and then all of them get captured. And then Syndrome uses the robot to attack the city, and he goes and tries to act like a hero and stop the robot. But it backfires on him because this robot's smart and it can stop. It can learn on instinct, and it can beat any opponent. And it gets rid of Syndrome's remote, so Syndrome gets knocked out, and then the Incredibles get to the town and fight the robot. And Frozone, Mr. Incredible's friend, he helps them attack the robot, and they use the robot's arm to destroy the robot. And after this, Syndrome tries to kidnap Jack Jack. And Jack Jack gets his powers, but he has multiple powers. He can turn into flames, he can turn into metal, and he turns into a demon. And that's the only powers we see in the movie. The other powers we see in the special features, and I can't remember all of them. But anyway, Jack Jack gets away from Syndrome, and Syndrome winds up dying. And they save Jack Jack, and that's the end of the movie. And then Dash has a trap meet, and then the Underminer attacks, and that's all that happened. If y'all have ever watched The Incredibles, what did y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man RB signing out. Guys, GG is awesome. This has been another episode of Richard TV 91. See you next time.